Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 premium SPG that we know and love as Fifi La Pew Pew, but you might know as a leFH or a leaf blower. This one is located on the north spawn of Clip, and it's under the command of Oksydor, and it was probably a game that he played on his live stream. In fact, I'm pretty certain it was, because I seem to recall he was in the PP last night. Game on! 3 marks of excellence on the barrel and the Polish flag flying proudly on the side of the vehicle. Now it's a 105mm light field howitzer, that's where it gets the leFH on the front of its name, and it's located on top of a B2, which is a German version of the Char B1. He's aiming for the centre line, waiting for somebody to go up the hill. There's nearly always somebody who goes up there, or at least they come close to going up the hill. And he spotted a Cromwell B just down below. Rounds out. First one, he gets a splash, 135. These shells will do 410 alpha, penetrating 53mm of armour. And they've normally got a reload time of 8.32 seconds, or 8.52 seconds. And we can see that Oksydor's got 7.22, and his first shot, or second shot, is a hit on the P43, and he gets him again, and this could be a kill shot. Oh, not quite! He left him on only 12 hit points by hitting the tracks, and this one could be the kill. It is! So, he's got his first kill of the game, first kill of the team, for that matter. And now he's spotted that Cromwell B. He's come back to the heights, trying to see our guys over the ridgeline. We've got a T1 Heavy and a Panzer from Fear trying to do the same. In the background, we can see a Churchill 3. Rounds out. Oh my god, that was a penetrating shot. A low roll, but a penetrator. 378. Fires another one in. Just clips him for 109 off that one. And another hit, this time 93 hit points, but he actually tracked the guy and he's taking damage from our teammates, and there's the kill shot. So he's got his second kill. And a heavy tank at that. Rounds out the looks. Just misses him. Looks are very, very difficult to pin down. He's looking around for another target. Yeah, looks like the enemy's gone to ground, except for one Matilda, who's down in the western pass at the moment. He's visible, but I think he's hiding behind the rock face. Okay, Oksydor's having a quick look. Well, there's not much to see. In fact, it's probably not worth the shells, but he's firing one in. We can't see anything. No, he's not getting any damage. You don't get a huge amount of shells in one of these RTs. It's only 50 rounds in total. It used to be a lot less. It used to be only 42 rounds, but they increased the number because they recognised that most players weren't getting to a lot of damage and were running out of shells during the game. Okay, well, we saw the Cromwell B. He's come round the rock this time, and it looked like he was trying to get shots on our Saab M43. Meanwhile, we've got a Stug 3 Aslains B trying to go up the hill, and he dies before our shell can get there. So the scores are even at the moment. Looking around for another target. That's the sniper's nest. He's firing one round in there just to see if anybody's awake. No, doesn't appear to be. In the meantime, we've got a Valentine AT, which is the tank destroyer version of the Valentine, hiding behind a rock. And oh, look at this, we've got a whole bunch of heavies. T1 Heavy and a KV2. Rounds out. Just misses the KV2, splashes him for 31. The T1 looks like he wants to get behind the rock. Oh my gum! The KV2 just took a penetrating shot for 470. He's pulling back because he knows he's in danger. He's gone unspotted, so I think he's behind the bush now. And the T1 Heavy is still there. Why do I think that's the T1 Heavy? Well, there's only a couple of other tanks in that vicinity, and I don't think it's any of the others because they get spotted. So I think it is the T1 who's still behind the rock and hole. He's run for cover quickly. He must have fixed his track and pulled back as quickly as he could. And he's been splashed again. Long flight time for the shells, but he finally gets a hit and 100 hit points off that one. He's racking up the damage. He's almost at 2,000 hit points already, just short of it, and potentially he's got a high caliber. At least he's got 20% of the enemy hit pool. Mind you, Oksydor does practice Arty a lot. He really enjoys this game, and you can tell in the way that he plays, he is playing to almost to perfection. Now, that gorilla is coming down that hill in a hurry, and it makes me think that somebody's chasing him down. And if you look at the mini-map, you can see the only other tanks that might be up there are the Looks and the Cromwell B. And I suspect that they've managed to scare him away. And now we're looking to see if we can spot where the enemy tank's gone. Any sign? Any fences going down? Anything that indicates where the enemy tank is located? Can't see anything at the moment. Oh, one of them's turned up very close. The Cromwell B managed to sneak round the fences and everything that was indicating where he was, and he's now just at the cliff edge. But he probably won't stay there for very long. And he just got taken out by the SAV M43, who's right near the center line. Okay, they just lost another tank. It was their T40. And their little Looks, has finally drowned apparently. Must have fallen over the edge of the cliff, because I can't think of anybody drowning at this stage in the game. It's a bit of a waste of a game otherwise. So I suspect he fell over the edge of the cliff and was on a perch and decided to end it all. Such a pity. Okay, we've got a Matilda. Very tough little British tank. Tier 4. Very heavy armour for a Tier 4. That's why it's so slow. It's such a heavy thing. Trying to get another shot. Nicely aimed. Direct hit. Perfect. Okay, well, we've got the SAV M43 there, and he's just spotted a T78 just the other side, and he's communicating with the SAV to tell him what he's going to do, and obviously he's going to help him try and knock out this T78. So I had the feeling the SAV's falling back because the enemy Arty's paying attention to him, and if the T78's coming forward, he fires around it. Oh, he gets a hit for 60. Now, can he get the kill shot? He's almost at the edge. Rounds out. Yes! And the enemy T78's bit the dust. That's his 4th kill. So he now has a fighter badge. There's only 5 enemies left. Oksydor's looking in the southwest corner of the map again, trying to find out where those heavies are. And we know the enemy Arty's in this corner because we can see the tracer coming from the corner. Somebody's in there. For a lot of Arty players, you have to try and work out where the enemy is, almost for any clue that will tell you where the enemy is, either destruction, tracer, anything that's giving away the position of the enemy tank. They've got 2 Artys, they've got another Fifi, and they've also got an M41 HMC. Rounds out the KV2. He gets another hit for 47. KV2 just tried to derp. Rounds out. Another hit. And he's almost at the edge now. 104 hit points off that one. The enemy Fifi's just been spotted. He fires around it. And oh, he got a penetrating shot. Or did he? No, it wasn't a penetrator, but it tracked the guy. Rounds out. And he got a blind kill there. He worked out that the enemy Fifi was moving forward, tracked the path, and laid a shell in its path, and it hit the shell, so he's out the game. We just saw the M41 HMC. There's only 3 left on their team. And the M41 has gone silent again. That was a shell from our gorilla. who's firing in. He's very close to the Western Pass. KV2 makes a dash for it. Gets behind the rock in time. T6 medium sticking his head out from behind the rock. That's not a very good move. And the KV2 is trying to do the same. Rounds out and he's gone. Now T6 medium, what are you going to do? Are you going to poke out? Rounds out now. Long flight time. Land short. Can he get another one? Come on, stick your head out. So he's going forward. He's going to try a forward move. Rounds out. Oh, just missed out the kill. We've got one kill left to get, and that's the M41HMC. And if we can get him, it's a Top Gun. We know that Oksydor's on for a high caliber if he can get it. If he kept his fire rate up. Where is the M41? Where did you go? Oh, there he is! Rounds out. Long flight time. And he gets the kill. And that's a Top Gun and a win for the game. Here's the end of battle results, and that was an ace tanker game for Oksydor of Olymp in the FIFI, the 105 leFH18B2. He managed to get a counter battery fire medal because he took out both enemy SPGs in the game. He took out the enemy FIFI and he also got the M41HMC. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he ended up with 17. He got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game and a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills, and the last shot was his 6th at the end. He also got a win rate of 9,455, which is Super Unicum standard and quite a bit more. Let's have a look at team score and see where he was. Well, he got the highest damage in the game by quite a lot, 2,664 hit points. But the next highest scorer was the enemy FIFI, who managed 2,154 hit points. And the third highest on damage turned out to be the T78 on the enemy team, who managed 1,832. But he poked round that corner once too often trying to get the salve. And, well, Oksydor finished him off for him. When it came to kills, Oksydor got that one as well. He got 6 kills. The next highest scorer being the Matilda on his own team, who only had 3. And the FIFI on the enemy team also had 3 kills. And when it came to base XP, he's got that one. So he's got the top in all 3 columns. Yet again, 1,248 base to Oksydor. 948 went to the Churchill 3. And the next highest is the Cromwell, who actually managed to Confederate and got 663 out of that game. Oksydor fired 43 rounds, so he had 7 rounds left at the end of the game. 20 direct hits on the enemy and 2 penetrations. Well, I think we know one of the penetrations for sure. That was the Churchill. It was quite a surprise. It was a low roll penetration, but it was definitely a penetrating shot. And yeah, I was as surprised just as anyone. The other penetrating shot was that KV2. I don't know how he managed to do that because the armor on the KV2 is actually quite strong at the front, but it was a frontal hit on the KV2 and it went through 53 millimeters of armor. And he ended up with a low roll penetration as well. In fact, he lost 652 hit points of damage in total during the game. The amount of damage for Oksydor was 2,664, all of it done at more than 300 meters. He damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 6 of them, and did 398 hit points of damage assistance. He earned 58,505 credits for the game. And after ammunition resupply and consumables took away a profit of 43,001 credit. 1,872 XP times 2 for the first victory, 749 for this being a premium vehicle, one of only 2 premium vehicles in the game, 2 premium SPGs, and took away 4,493 experience points altogether. So that was a really expert game with the FIFI, and yes, I usually have Oksydor's live stream on whilst I'm working away at the videos on my desk, and I don't have him running at the moment because I don't think he's actually started yet today, but I certainly do have his stream on because you get to see some really great play in some of his games, and he usually gets either a win or an ace tanker or something of that nature during the game. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.